All right. And then not sure if you guys caught yesterday's game, but it was probably one of the greatest playoff games that I've ever seen. Some historic numbers, performances, aliens looking like aliens, rookies looking like 20-year veterans. I'll start off with Shibuya. What did you see? What did you see? Give me a couple things that you saw on the Thunder side, and what you feel like is going to evolve as the series goes forward.
I think SGA was just not aggressive enough to start the game. He picked up and he did SGA things towards the end, very timely threes. Did his fair share of foul baiting in the very end. No shade, but that's how he plays, right? And I think Chet Holmgren, man, like he had some timely defensive blocks, but he did not do any damage offensively that he should have done. I mean, that you can attribute that to a lot of that Wemby indestructible defense. It's safe to say that Wemby is probably the best defender in the league, right? That was very evident, and so he collapsed. Chet completely collapsed. But like I think he had like what 8 rebounds, which was like his only real contribution. But everything else, it was just really just poor offensive work on his end. So he didn't help SGA at all. And Caruso dropping 30 points, right? He was carrying the load. He's not going to have multiple 20 plus point games. That's not the kind of player that Caruso is. He's not a scorer, right? Like that. So um, I think that's what kept them in the game. The fact that Caruso picked up the slack. And so yeah, the people like so I think you're asking about on the Thunder side, right? What
Yeah,
was like the
yeah,
glaring
absolutely.
thing?
Thunder.
That's what I noticed first. They gotta start off way stronger. The point guard position, especially in that team, the guards have to start off a lot stronger. They didn't do that. So yeah.
And Surya, what did you see on the Spurs side? Very impressive, obviously, but a couple things that you notice that could kind of dictate the rest of the series, and if there needs to happen any evolution.
These young guards, man, they're really impressive. Castle, man, seeing him from last year to this year, it's mind blowing the way that he's able to play alongside Wembenyama. Obviously, Wembenyama, extremely impressive. Like I had mentioned before, whenever they're able to give him the ball in the high post, it's you're done.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got you got to start your defensive scheme way before that. And I mean, a couple of plays I saw down the stretch, it was Alex Caruso who was guarding him on the post, which is, I, I guess, fine. But when you're 7'5", it's Alex Caruso isn't really going to make it hard for you to catch the ball. I think I would prefer if Alex Caruso was on Castle and preventing him from throwing the ball into the high post. Um, I think there was just, I don't think the defensive game plan was there for the Thunder. Obviously, as Shibu had mentioned, Caruso had kept them in the game offensively, but they crumbled at the end. Obviously, I think it's very
Eddie, what
easy.
did you think about? Oh, sorry,
I was,
Surya
I
is still
was,
finishing up. Yeah, go on.
I think it's very easy to create an offensive game plan around Wembanyama, but that's why you got to be even more prepared defensively going in.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. No, I saw the game. First of all, that was a classic. Like, bro, I was supposed to go for my walk. I'm thinking the game's about to be done. It's tied 97-97. I think Caruso blocks Castle. I forget what caused. I'm like, I'm good. And then 2 overtimes later, I'm like, damn. But dude, I think there's two stats that really stood out to me. So the Spurs had 61 rebounds to OKC's 40. That lets me know the Spurs they just play with more effort, dude. Like I know like the Thunders had like about a week's worth of rest, but they looked like they're like playing in the mud, dude. They were always like a half a step slow on like all these 50-50 balls. Like they just didn't seem to play with that desperation that you need to. And then the Thunder played for. I mean, I know Caruso looked like Ray Allen, but like if I told you you only turned the ball over 14 times, you shot almost 40% from three, you had more blocks. Like they played a good game. The problem with Wemby, dude, is like he's like Steph Curry and Giannis in one. Like he's physically dominant and he can snipe it. Like what do you do? Like there's just some level of head scratching. You're like, I don't know, man. I mean, like Shea can play better, but like this really just seems like the Spurs might really just have the number. This was without Fox too. So again, I know Castle turned the ball over, but so like the Spurs, I give them like a 8 out of 10 because they can clean up some things, and that's without their point guard. The Thunder played pretty marginally well, but they can't go much better, dude. Like, I think even Windhorst was saying, Shane's going to have to look like Michael Jordan 4 times and drop like 45 points without the foul betting for them to win. I just don't think that's going to happen. There's that. We had Chet. Chet totally got punked. Like, like, a serious point. Like, dude, that's just a matchup you got to take.